the UFC welterweight division, it is in a fucking shit show right now. Everything's going crazy. Nate Diaz just got confirmed to fight Jorge Masvidal. Great. Alright? But there's been a situation about the title with Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington that I just can't ignore. Alright? Colby Covington has asked for a better pay. I reckon he probably got offered the same amount that he did to fight Lawler, to fight for Kamaru Usman, and he wanted a bit more. And although I'm a huge Colby fan, you guys know I'm a huge Colby fan. I think Colby beats Usman. One thing you do not do is try to negotiate your contract when you aren't champion and you have no power. Alright? Although Colby thinks he's a champion, ask Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's dealt with things the exact right way. He's fought who he's wanted. He's never complained about money. He'll get his title shot next against Khabib, I'm sure. But Colby Covington, you just can't be fucking asking for a bit more money. Once you get the belt, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Ask for your pay-per-view shares because you're trying to sell the fights. But right now, you need to just secure this fight with Usman, because if you win, that's when all of your dreams can come true. Alright? That's when you can get to fight the money fights and get a share of the pay-per-views. But until then, you should be like... I don't understand. Fighters seem to think that just because they take bigger fights, it doesn't mean they get better pay. But it kind of does, because they get more sponsors. Colby Covington can do more videos that are going to get more views. They're going to gain more Instagram followers. It's going to be a benefit to him. He needs to secure this fight for UFC 245 or he's not going to get it. I guarantee you. He needs to secure the fight. Although Kamaru Usman hasn't been much better apparently. So let's talk about that. Kamaru Usman hasn't been much better here. Colby Covington obviously tried to negotiate things. Kamaru Usman was sort of being a bit weird on his end as well, according to Ariel. And then they tried to offer him Masvidal. Instead of just saying yes, he said, no, let me renegotiate the numbers here. So when you're champion, you can do that. Dana White was actually thinking of stripping him, which would have been kind of harsh because, I don't know. But either way, he should have accepted the Jorge Masvidal fight straight away. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. The UFC needs a title fight as a main event. You say yes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should work. But now we've got Masvidal versus Diaz, which I think is the best case scenario. And Colby Covington needs to do all the shit talking he wants. Alright? He needs to secure this fight before Diaz fights Masvidal. He needs to secure it for 245 or in January at the start of next year. And he needs to sign it on contract before the winner of Nate Diaz versus Masvidal arrives. Okay? Because whoever wins that, if Colby hasn't signed a contract to fight Usman by then, they're getting a title shot. 100%. Relevancy is going to be a huge fight. They're going to have a belt around their shoulder. They're going to be calling for a title shot. And the UFC is not going to be able to ignore it. So if I'm Colby, right now, all gimmick aside, you need to swallow some pride. Alright? Just for a little bit. Give the people what they want. Fight Usman under whatever terms they're going to get you. And then after that, once you have the belt, if you win, and even if you lose, your contract's still going to be better anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if you win, that's when you can play this little negotiation game. But to be honest with you, Colby might not even fight again. Because I feel like Colby's the type of guy to just go, oh, you don't want to pay me? Fuck it, I'm going to WWE. Because he could. He's had calls from Vince McMahon. I'm sure he's had calls from Vince McMahon. Because he's literally everything that the WWE wants and looks for in a person. Like, a lot of people think it's cringy. That would fit right in at WWE for sure. You know what I'm saying? Bellator would probably pay a shit ton to have him fight Rory McDonald versus Douglas Lima winner. So he's got options, but I just feel like he needs to stay in the UFC. Swallow some pride. Take what he's given. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more than he had to fight Lawler. So just take it for now, and then once you get the belt, that's when you can play these little games like, oh, I don't know if I do it for that much. Do it for this much. Or do it for this amount of pay-per-view shares. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to sell the shit out of this. Swallow your pride, man. And now it's going to be tough for him because he's... Jesus Christ. He started beef now. He trains at ATT and he just started beef with Masvidal and fucking Dustin Poirier. And I wouldn't be surprised if Yoel Romero has something against him as well. Because Yoel Romero doesn't like shit talkers. He's also at ATT. I'm sure Edson Barboza, who's a recent addition to ATT, doesn't like the whole... Like, he's just got... I reckon Colby Covington just walks around the gym and has everyone wanting to kill him. So, I mean, that takes some balls, but either way, just sign the fucking fight with Usman. You know what I'm saying? Usman needs to be a bit... like, because he's obviously played his part in this as well, trying to sort of work the negotiations. Usman and his team want Colby to get paid nothing for this fight. I want you guys to know that. Ali Abdullah Sleaze Abdulaziz, sorry. Wow, I just called him. Never mind. Ali Abdulaziz wants Colby to suffer. Okay, so obviously they're not going to be too nice either. They're not going to offer. They want Colby's team to suffer and Colby Covington to suffer. So there's going to be a problem, but Colby just needs to sign the fight before UFC 244 happens. Otherwise, he'll probably just end up like a Tony Ferguson type character and probably be fighting fucking, I don't know, the winner of Stephen Thompson versus Vicente Luque. Some shit like that no one wants to see. If this can happen in the UFC welterweight division, Masvidal versus Diaz, okay? Colby Covington versus Kamaru Usman as the main event of 245. And we've also got Till versus Gastelum happening, which isn't at welterweight, so I don't know why I fucking mentioned it. But Leon Edwards versus Tyron Woodley to open up the main card of UFC 245. You've got yourself 2 months of sick fights. So they just need to work this shit out and just take what they're given for now so they can negotiate later on in their career. See you later. Thanks for watching. Click that button there. Goodbye.